So today we'll be looking at Amazing Grace, which is one of the pieces available to you at the initial grade of the acoustic guitar book from Trinity. And this piece is for beginners, absolute beginners actually. So if you're looking to give the exam, or if you're somebody who just is a beginner guitar player looking to play a simple instrumental to improve your playing, this is a good song to work with. Now, let's take a look at the first line of this song. Now, in the first line, you have this melody built on the open strings 4, 3, and 2. So basically, you're playing 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. Those notes are D, G, B, G, B. Okay. Now this phrase is followed by another phrase which uses the fretted A note and the fretted E note. So that's A, G, E, D. So the first line together would sound like this. Now towards the end of the first line you see a D note. Now that D note is part of the phrase which kind of leads you into the second line. So let's take a look at that second line, and we will start with that same D note. So it's the repeat of the pickup note in the first line and the first bar and a half. So it's the same. So that's. But this is followed by a new little idea, which is A, D. Now this D note is on the 3rd fret of your 2nd string. So A, D. And you hold on to this one. So this is your second line from page 1. And this line has a B note at the end. Now that B note is part of your phrase leading you to the 3rd line. So that is B, D, and then B, G, B. And this is followed by the same phrase from the first line that you played before. A, G, E, D. Okay. And now there's another D note at the end of this line, leads you to the last line, the 4th line, and that is, and then same phrase. But this time just ends on A, G. Okay. Now this is the first page of the song, and this page kind of has only a single note melody. But when you go to the second page, you have some double stops that they are playing. So double stops are when you play 2 strings together. And it's kind of a term that is from the violin, but I kind of like using it with the guitar as well. So now, when you play a double stop, if you've never played a double stop, what you're trying to do is you're trying to first try and just play 2 strings separately. And just start speeding yourself. And you see you control just playing those 2 strings and not playing the string below. So that's something that will take a little bit of time. So it's the same melody, but you're just adding double stops. So where you play D, G, now you play D and a double stop with D and G together. Okay, so this is the first line of your second page, and you have, so where you were playing B, G, B, now you play B, G, and then G and B double stop. Like that. So together. And then you have this A and an E, G double stop. Okay. And then E. And then this goes into the second line of your second page. And there's another D note at the end of that first line in the bar number 20. That D kind of is leading you again. Okay. Now, if you remember, we were playing A, D. So instead of A and D, we play A and we play an A-D double stop. Okay. And then you have the B note open, followed by a double stop again. G and D this time. And then, okay, that's just B, G, G, B, double stop. And then you have A, B, G, E, D. And then, so D. And now we're going into the fourth line. So you have D and D, G, double stop. And then D, G, and B, G, double stop. And then A followed by the G major chord. Now, you're just holding the G note and going from the fourth string down, whether that's G major. So I'll just play for you the second page. So, and this is Amazing Grace. I recommend that you try and play this along with the backing track. It sounds so much better, as this arrangement is kind of very simple. Okay, thank you so much for watching.